This is a test.
This is a test. What do you know about language arts, math, science, and social studies? Find out while playing along with Knowledge for College, where teams from competing UISD schools spin the wheel of knowledge and answer questions from a world of subject categories. It's a mind challenge for students and a chance to win for their school. But most of all, it's a really fun way to learn. Now, let's play Knowledge for College.
Hi and welcome. You're watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. And today we have students with us from Ruiz Elementary, and we also have students from Salinas Elementary, and we'll get to meet our students here in a moment. But first, we'd like to turn our attention to our guest host today, Ms. Christy Flores. She's the UISD Director of Guidance and Counseling here for our district. Christy, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Good morning. I'm glad to be here with you all this morning.
Very good. And if you could, just for the benefit of our students and our audience, just explain a little bit about the work you do with our counselors and our students here.
Yes, well, I'm the Director of Guidance and Counseling, so I oversee all of the counselors for the district. We have about 105 counselors with our district, and we provide them professional development, and I'm there to help them with any questions that they may have.
All right, very good. And let's turn our attention now to our students. Representing Ruiz Elementary, we have Ramiro and Julia. And Ramiro, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
I like to play football and basketball and baseball after school.
All right, excellent. And Julia, what about you?
When I'm not doing homework, I like to do arts and crafts, and I like playing volleyball.
All right, excellent. And representing Salinas Elementary, we have Casey and Daniel. And Casey, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Once I'm out of school, I do my homework and right away go to basketball practice.
All right, very good, excellent. And Daniel, what about you?
After I do my homework, I love playing with my dogs.
All right, how many dogs do you have?
One.
Oh, just one? All right, very good. And students, before we begin, let me just go over the rules very briefly. Each team is going to take turns spinning the wheel of knowledge, as we like to call it, that wheel behind you there. And we have questions in language arts, social studies, math, and science. And those questions are worth 5 points if you can answer them correctly. The category in red that you see behind you, that wild turn category, those questions can come from any subject area. And of course, they're designed to be a little bit more challenging, so if you can answer one of those correctly, you can earn 10 points instead of the 5. So of course, all our questions do come with a 1-minute time limit, and of course you'll hear the little bell once your time is up. And of course, we held a coin toss a little earlier today. Salinas, you get to go first, so Casey or Daniel, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? Of course, we want to remind our students that the wheel needs to go around at least once, which it does in this case. And we have a math question for our students from Salinas. So let me go ahead and take these copies to our students.
Okay.
And Ms. Flores, if you can just read the question and the 4 choices there.
Sure.
It's your copy, and that's your copy.
The question is, which number is a prime number? A, 81, B, 35, C, 21, or D, 13?
And this is a question for our students from Salinas Elementary. And students, if you're ready, you can go ahead and give us your answer.
D.
You are correct.
D,
yes.
that is
D
correct.
Is the answer.
13, that's the prime number. And you get on the board first. Ruiz Elementary, it's your turn. So Ramiro or Julia, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And after a very good spin, our wheel will go round and round and will come to a rest eventually. And looks like it's going to land in the math subject area. So we have another math question for our students. And this time it's going to be for our students from Ruiz Elementary. And again, students, this question's worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly.
Okay. And the question reads, Carlos spent $15.27 on 3 packages of paper. Each package of paper cost the same amount of money. How much money did each package of paper cost? Is it A, $18.27, B, $5.90, C, $45.81, or D, $5.09.
And this math question's for our students from Ruiz Elementary. And once they figure out the problem, they can go ahead and give us their answer. And if you're both ready, just let us know. What's your answer, please?
C.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry, that's incorrect. Salinas Elementary, do you have an answer for us?
D. D.
You are correct. The
All right.
answer is $5.09.
$5.09. So, very good, Salinas Elementary. You earned the points, and it's also your turn at the wheel. So, Casey or Daniel, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And as the wheel goes round, it will come to a rest, eventually landing in the language arts subject area. And again, students, this will be worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. Otherwise, our students from Ruiz Elementary will have a chance to answer that question and possibly earn the points.
Okay, and the question reads, who had an encounter with the three bears? A, Madeline, B, the Snow Queen, C, Goldilocks, or D, Jacqueline?
C.
You are correct,
All right.
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks, very good. Very good, Salinas Elementary. You earn 5 more points. And Ruiz Elementary, it's your turn at the wheel. So, Julia, or, well, yes, that's right. And let's see. And we wind up with a math question for our students. And again, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. It's your copy and your copy.
And the question reads, what is the sum of 7/10 and 4/5? Is it A, 1/10, B, 1 2/5, C, 1 3/10, or D, 1 1/2?
And again, this is a math question for our students from Ruiz Elementary. And as Ramiro and Julia work out the problem, they have up to a minute to figure it out. And they can let us know once they have an answer. And I think the question does bear repeating, so if you don't mind,
sure.
Ms. Flores.
What is the sum of 7/10 and 4/5? Is it A, 1/10, B, 1 2/5, C, 1 3/10, or D, 1 1/2?
And students, whenever you're ready, you can give us
Julia, you are correct.
You are
Yes,
correct.
1 1/2.
1 1/2. So very good, Ruiz Elementary. You get on the board. And Salinas Elementary, it's your turn once again. So Daniel or Casey, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And Casey's spin was going to land in the language arts subject area. And again, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. It's your copy, and that's your copy.
And the question reads, who was created by Geppetto the wood carver? A, Fox, B, Pinocchio, C, Hedwig, or D, White Rabbit?
A. A.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ruiz Elementary, do you have an answer for us?
B is correct,
All right.
Pinocchio.
Very good, Ruiz Elementary. You earned the 5 points, and it's also your turn at the wheel. So, Julia or Ramiro, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And the wheel will come to rest, landing in the science subject area, or first one of the day. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly.
And your question reads, sounds from a drum are caused by the A, position of the drum, B, power of the arm striking the drum, C, vibration of the drum's head, or D, type of drumsticks used?
C.
You are correct.
All right.
Vibration of the drum's head.
Very good, Ruiz Elementary. You earned 5 more points, and Salinas Elementary, it's your turn once again. So go ahead and give us a good spin there. And the wheel does go round and round and will come to a rest, landing in the language arts subject area once again. So So let's see what kind of a question our students have. And again, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. That's your copy, and that's your copy.
And your question reads, who is the bear in the Jungle Book? Is it A, Fowl, B, Trevor, C, Baloo, or D, Harold?
C.
That's correct,
All
Baloo.
right. Very good. Very good, Salinas Elementary. You earned the 5 points. And Ruiz Elementary, it's your turn once again. So Ramiro or Julia, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And this time we're going to have another math question for our students. It's all right. There you go. And once again, students, it's worth 5 points if you can answer correctly.
Question is, what is the quotient of 24 and 2? Is it A, 26, B, 22, C, 48, or D, 12?
12.
You are correct.
Very good. So good job, Ruiz Elementary and Salinas Elementary. It's your turn once again. So go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And our students from Salinas wind up with a language arts question once again. They seem to favor that subject, or maybe it favors them. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. It's your copy. That's your copy.
Which of the following is an example of an irregular plural noun? Is it A, chairs, B, penny, C, children, D, foxes?
B.
What was that again? You said B?
B.
I'm sorry,
No.
that's incorrect. Ruiz Elementary, do you have an answer for us?
C is correct. Children,
Children.
is the correct answer.
So very good, Ruiz Elementary. You earned the points. It's time now for a quick break, so let's go ahead and take one, and we'll be right back.
Listen up, all United ISD high school students. It's time to feel the burn. Don't be a dumbbell and miss classes here, because you could miss your chance to win a new 2017 Kia Soul. The UISD Never Be Absent program is back. All you have to do is have perfect attendance during any 9-week period, and you'll be eligible to win a new car, courtesy of Sames's Kia in the Classroom. Get pumped up, go to school, and win a new Kia Soul.
United ISD now has a virtual crime watch program that makes it easy to report a crime anonymously.
Just download the free UWatch app from the iTunes Store. This app allows citizens to report a crime or send a tip anonymously.
You can even attach video, photos, audio, or any other information to your tip.
With UWatch, the power to report and prevent crime can now be found in the palm of your hand.
We know where the location is at. We're gonna go take care of it right now.
Help keep our schools and communities safe. United ISD and the Sheriff's Office is committed to keeping our community safe from distracted driving.
It's not worth it. Don't text and drive. It can wait.
Attention all United ISD high school students, you can win a new car and other great prizes just by going to school. The UISD Never Be Absent program is back this year, and it's bigger and better than ever. Just have perfect attendance during any 9-week period, and you'll be eligible to win a new 2017 Kia Soul, courtesy of Sames's Kia in the Classroom. You can be driving to school in style, but remember, never be absent.
Hi, and welcome back. You're watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning, featuring some of our best and brightest students here at UISD. And today we have students with us from Ruiz Elementary and from Salinas Elementary. And our guest host today is Ms. Christy Flores, UISD Director of Guidance and Counseling. And Ms. Flores, I believe you have a question for our students here today before we start play.
Yes, I'd like to know, Ramiro, have you decided where you would like to attend college once you finish high school?
No.
No? Do you know what you want to study?
No.
No, not yet. How about you, Julia?
I want to go to Harvard.
You want to go to Harvard. That's awesome. And what do you want to study?
Medical.
Medical. Oh, good. So you want to be a doctor? Wonderful. How about you, Casey?
I don't know what college, but I do know what I want to be.
What do you want to be?
I want to be a biologist.
A biologist. Wonderful. And how about you, Daniel?
Tammy, you're Harvard.
Tammy, you are Harvard. And what do you want to study?
Lawyers.
You want to be a lawyer. Wonderful.
All right, excellent.
Very bright kids.
Very bright bunch of students we have with us here today. And let's go ahead and resume play. Ruiz Elementary, it's your turn at the wheel. So Julia or Ramiro, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And as the wheel comes to rest, it's going to land in the wild turn subject area, or wild turn category. And this question is coming from the language arts subject area. And students, it's worth 10 points if you can answer correctly. Otherwise, our students from Salinas will get a chance to answer that question and possibly earn the points.
Okay, the question is, what word, extended from a more popular term, refers to a fictional book of between 20,000 and 50,000 words? A, series, B, sequel, C, novella, or D, continuum?
And this wild turn question is from the language arts subject area. It's for our students from Ruiz Elementary. And of course, they have up to a minute to figure out, what was that?
B. No, I'm sorry, it's
that's
not
incorrect. Salinas Elementary, do you have an answer for us?
C.
B. That is correct.
All right.
It's a novella.
The novella, that's the answer we were looking for. So Salinas Elementary, you earned the 10 points, and it's also your turn at the wheel, so go ahead and spin for us, please. And this time our students from Salinas will wind up with a math question. And again, students, this one's going to be worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. That's your copy.
And the question is, Christina ran a combined distance of 4 3/4 miles on Monday and Tuesday. She ran 2.5 miles on Monday. How many miles did she run on Tuesday? A, 2.5 miles, B, 3 1/4 miles, C, 2 1/4 miles, or D, 7 1/4 miles.
And again, this math question's for our students from Salinas Elementary. They can earn 5 points by answering correctly. Otherwise, our students from Ruiz Elementary will get a chance to answer the question and possibly earn the points. And whenever you're ready, students, let us know your answer.
C.
You are correct, Daniel. C is the correct answer.
Very good, students. You earned the 5 points. And Ruiz Elementary, your turn once again. So Julia or Ramiro, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And of course, I'm going to have to ask you to spin it one more time because we do want it to go around at least once. So just give it a good spin there. There we go. And the second spin lands in the science subject area. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. There you go.
And the question reads, what process related to the formation of sedimentary rocks could be modeled by gluing pebbles together? A, compaction, B, deposition, C, evaporation, or D, cementation?
And this is yeah, this is
Ruiz Elementary School.
Ruiz, it's still your turn, so
Yeah, we were gonna pick D.
D, you are correct.
All
D
right,
is the correct answer, cementation.
just want to remind students to wait for their turn. So Ruiz Elementary, it was your question, and it is your 5 points. So good job on that. And Salinas Elementary, you have a chance to earn some points if you can answer correctly. Go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And I'm just going to ask you to spin it one more time, as we do want them to go around at least once. So just give us a good spin there. And this time the Salinas spin will land in the wild turn subject area. And let's see, this question is coming from the math subject area. And again, students, it's worth 10 points if you can answer correctly. Otherwise, our students from Ruiz Elementary might get a chance to answer that and earn points.
So here's your math question. A bottle has 1.5 liters of water. How many liters of water are there in 2 dozen of these bottles? A, 3 liters, B, 36 liters, C, 2.5 liters, or D, 18 liters?
And again, this wild turn questions for our students from Salinas Elementary. It comes from the math subject area, and our students can earn up to 10 points by answering correctly. And if they fail to do that, our students from Ruiz Elementary will get a chance to answer that question and possibly earn the points. So whenever you're ready, students from Salinas, you can give us your answer. And
B.
You do have up to a minute. What was
You're
that?
correct. B, 36 liters. Very good.
Very good, Danielle. You get 10 points. And Ruiz Elementary, it's your turn once again. So go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And after a very good spin, the wheel will land once again in the science subject area. And again, students, this one's worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. So your copy and your copy.
Your question reads, a student wants to create a closed circuit that will cause a light bulb to glow. The student has a light bulb. What other material should the student use? A, copper wire and string. B, battery and plastic clip. C, battery and copper wire. Or D, paper clips and plastic wire.
C.
You are correct. Battery and copper wire.
So very good, Ruiz Elementary. You earned the 5 points. Salinas, it's your turn again at the wheel, so spin that wheel for us, please. And this spin is going to land in the math subject area. If I'm not mistaken, there haven't been any social studies questions at all today. So, and again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly.
Your question reads, which expression represents the value of the digit in the hundreds place in the number 1,495.847? Is it A, 4 times 100, B, 4 times 0.1, C, 4 times 0.01, or D, 4 times 0.001?
C.
You are correct. 4
Right.
times 0.01.
Very good, Salinas Elementary. You earned the 5 points. And Ruiz Elementary, your turn once again. So Julia, Ramiro, one of you spin that wheel for us, please. And as Ramiro's spin comes to a stop, we wind up with our first social studies question of the day. And again, students, it's worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. Your copy and your copy.
Your question reads, what is not an example of a physical characteristic of a region? Is it A, economy, B, climate, C, vegetation, or D, landform? What is not an example of a physical characteristic of a region? A, economy, B, climate, C, vegetation, or D, landform?
What was it? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Salinas Elementary, do you have an answer for us?
C.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. Ms. Flores, do you mind sharing the correct answer with our students?
The correct answer is A, economy.
So,
Economy is not an example of a physical characteristic.
good try, everybody. No points on this round, but Salinas Elementary, it's your turn at the wheel. So, Casey, go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And our wheel will come to rest eventually, landing in language arts. We were going to have another social studies question. And again, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. That's your copy and your copy.
How could the following sentence best be improved? Carlos practices the guitar and then eats supper with his family. A, change Carlos to Carlos, a capital C with a lowercase c. B, change the period at the end of the sentence to a question mark. C, change family to family. Or D, change supper to supper. It's the spelling of the words.
D.
D is correct. Change supper to supper.
So very good, Salinas Elementary, you earned the 5 points, and Ruiz Elementary, your turn once again, so go ahead and give us a good spin there on that wheel. And after a very vigorous spin, we're going to find out eventually what kind of a question our students will have to answer. And it looks like they'll have a science question. And once again, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. And that's your copy. I'm sorry.
And the question reads, which of the following describes a solution? A, grains of sand sinking to the bottom of pure water. B, salad dressing that has separated into layers of oil and vinegar. C, red marble and yellow marbles spread evenly among blue marbles. Or D, particles of oxygen gas spread evenly among particles of nitrogen gas.
And the science questions for our students from
You are correct, D.
From Ruiz Elementary, and of course they earned the 5 points. Time now for a quick break, boys and girls, so let's go ahead and take one and we'll be right back.
United ISD high school students, it's time to rally and ace this school year because you could win a new car just by going to class. That's right, the Sames is Kia and the classroom program is back. All you have to do is have perfect attendance during any 9-week period, and your name will be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a new car. Go to school because you could be just one match point away from winning a new 2017 Kia Soul.
Hi and welcome back. You've been watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. I'd like to thank our students from Ruiz Elementary, and I'd like to thank our students from Salinas Elementary. They've been such good sports, and we want to thank them for joining us here today. I'd also like to extend some thanks to our special guest host, Ms. Christy Flores, UISD Director of Guidance and Counseling. And Christy, what did you think of our show today?
Well, I had a great time. Thank you so much. We have wonderfully bright students at UISD.
Very good. Yes, that we do. And of course, we'd like to thank our viewers to watch Knowledge for College and other fine programming from UISD on our local television stations. Of course, I'd like to thank some of the local sponsors who provide some prizes for our students. Talking about McDonald's of Laredo and others, they know who they are. And time now to say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.